So if you put 5% in, you only get 5% out. If you put all your effort and all your time and set aside everything and put all that in, you're gonna get that out in whatever you're looking for. Not everybody on big sports teams that are famous for something were naturally gifted. Most of them had to work for it, progress. See, if you look at me, I'm not the strongest and I'm not the toughest, but I'm not the weakest either. So right now, if someone were to look at me, they would think I'm weak. And I admit, I'm not the strongest and I'm pretty weak. And I gotta work on that, but that's not about me. But don't spend your time being depressed. Don't spend your time being sad. There's no point, because the time you could have spent being working, being happy, you spent it being sad, and you're not gonna get anything out of that. You know what that's gonna leave you with? Nothing, because the whole time you were sad, and you're like, I was trying to work out, but I was just sad, I was depressed. No one's gonna care. So if you're being sad before like your favorite sport starts, let's go with that. And right now, if someone that was kind of like me, not the strongest, was like, okay, I'm gonna start working, but then something happens and oh no, now I'm depressed. That's gonna leave them nowhere, because they were more worried about being sad than they were about their dream. They were more worried about what people think of them than their dream. And don't let haters get to you. I know it is hard. It's easier said than done. I promise you that. I've been telling myself that forever. But when I want to, and then since it's a special week at our school called College Week, I guess you guys probably have it, that I'm like, I want to go to Ohio State, and I'm not the smartest right now. You have to get like a 3.8 GPA or like a 4.0, I think, one of those two. And it's gonna be hard, and I'm like, but I don't want to go there for smarts. I want to be there to play on a football team. And people laughed. They were like, dude, you're never gonna get there. And then the rest of the day, I got called a D1 football athlete, and it was obviously sarcastic, just because how I look. And and it's so much easier said than done. It's hard, but listen, you can't spend your time being sad about what people are saying, because then that leaves you nowhere, and you won't be able to do anything in life. You're not going to accomplish anything, I promise you that. And if you're like, dude, I just want to give up. I can't do my dream anymore. I want to give up because people are making fun of me. Don't say that. No, that's what they want. They want you to never become successful. You know why? They don't want you to become successful because that either maybe their dream too, and that they're not saying it, or they want you to not be successful or be happy. That's their goal. That is their goal, I promise you it. Because if it's their dream, then guess what? Then it could get taken from you. And they'll be mad at you. And you don't want it. And you don't want that. Because if you're sad doing that, not focusing on what you need to accomplish, you're not gonna have anything to do. You're gonna have a job that you never wanted. That's why it's called work for it. They say work for it for a reason. They say work for it for a reason. And you're like, I'll do it later. I'll work it later. I want to go outside more than I want to work. Once you want, listen, you won't be successful until you want it as bad as you want to breathe. If someone held your head underwater until you almost passed out, that's how bad you gotta want it. Like at the last second, right before you were about to pass out, they lifted your head. That's how bad you want it. You have to want it. That's how bad people see it. So once you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll become successful. Don't say, well, I tried and it didn't work. It didn't work. Dude, it's not gonna be that easy because it's gonna be hard. Once again, I said it once and I'll say it again. It's called work for a reason. It is called work for a reason. It's not called easy. It's called work because you gotta work for it. And you gotta go as much possible energy and time as you can have. Now, and make it realistic. Actually, no, anything's realistic. Yeah, when people say make your job realistic, I hate that because people are like, you can have any job, anything. Your job could be anything you ever wanted, and it would be realistic. If you want to become in the military, it's realistic. If you want anything, it's realistic. It's a mindset and it's how much work you put in. So, if someone says, oh, I want to be a professional YouTuber, I'm like, well, you gotta put the work in and just stick with that dream. I'll say that no matter how old or how young. If someone's like, oh, I just want to be on Twitch and do games, or I want to be a vlogger, or I want to go in the military, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a cashier or something, I don't know. You got to work for it. There's always someone that's better. You're not the best until you are the best. And if you're asking yourself, what does that mean? I'm not the best till I'm the best, huh? You're the best when you work for it the most. When you're the best possible person you can be, then you're the best. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you put not a million. Let's say you go work for a month, but you only work for 10 days. No. Yeah, let's go with a month. And let's say you only have worked out for 10 minutes each day. That's only 70 minutes. When there's someone that has put their whole if they're in school, there's people who have put their whole day after school and homework. The minute they're done, they're like, alright, I'm going to work out, or alright, I'm going to practice and achieve this. That's when you will be successful.
Secure the room. Protect the biocontainer.
When you want the job, when you want something as bad as you want to breathe, then you can have it. But it still won't be handed over. It's gonna be worked for. It's gonna be the hardest work you've ever worked for too. I promise you. You will be successful when you want it like you want to breathe. And it is a fact. And I will, if you want me to keep doing more, great. But it's not if I only do good. I will do more of these. too. But anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. You got to have it like you want to breathe. I'll keep saying it, but it is the truest thing ever. Cause you won't get it. You will have to work so hard. That's why they're saying, dude, I put blood, sweat, and tears. The blood is from working hard, whether it be working out or just getting hurt and then getting ready for something. Blood, sweat, sweating so much. Not just like when you're running for a while and you just start sweating. Or when you play basketball and you start sweating like a lot. Not that kind of sweat. You're like a lot, and they're like working, and it's not even like when people say they're sweating so hard in video games. It's like, it's the kind of sweat where they want it. That's the kind of sweat. Blood and tears. Them crying, and when they can't do it anymore, they do it more. Say if your dream's being in the NBA. That's my friend's dream, and I got this thing from his dad. Shout out to his dad. Shoot, what is it gonna be? You're not. This isn't what he said, but I'll get to it. Yeah, if you want to be in the NBA, this is what his dad said, because we were just talking. When, shoot, I forget it, what the heck? When you're tired, this is what he said. When you're tired and you can't do it anymore, do it some more. And then when you can't do it anymore after that, do it some more. And when you feel like you can't do anything else anymore, do it some more. You always gotta do it some more. No matter what. And that's the only way you'll be successful. By putting the hard work in, the blood, sweat, and tears. I just explained it in my words. The blood, sweat, and tears is how you work. You'll succeed. And that's all. That's the only way. That's the, I promise you, only way you'll succeed. And it's not gonna be any other way. It won't. Not at all. So when you say once you say you want it like you want to breathe, and you can't just say it. You got to show it. And once you show it some more. You can always do something multiple times and still get better at it every day, every time, every minute. Pain is weakness leaving the body. And I will say it one more time. Pain is weakness leaving the body and blood, sweat, and tears, plus hard work. And that still won't make you successful until you do it again and again and again. Then you'll be successful. That's when you'll have a dream. And a dream doesn't mean anything if you leave it on the pillow. It really doesn't. Like, oh, I want this dream, but it's still on the pillow. It's called a dream for a reason. I promise you. It is a dream for a reason. And you can accomplish that dream. You can, if you work hard for it. You're not just gonna get it handed over to you like a present on Christmas.
5 seconds.
It's gonna be, here, I'll tell you what to do, but you can take the information and work for it. But you can't just do it for a week. You can't just do it for a month. Not even a year. You gotta do it the whole time. It's a dream. You gotta have a dream. And you gotta want it. you're gonna have to want it. And it doesn't mean anything if you say I want it, but not like I want to breathe. It really doesn't. I'm telling you how it is and how bad other people want it. Because other people want it way more than you. And I promise you so much that people want it more than you right now. There's definitely people that want it more than you.
Friendlies have been eliminated.
See ya, guys. See ya.